Hello and welcome everyone to another video today. Today we are going to start then our first episode of Breaking Point. And yeah, we're going to do it obviously on hard, obviously, because we're quite, I'd say, you know, the optimized player. I think we'll be able to do it on hard. We're going to go with Aston Martin, of course, which is obviously, well, Racing Point in Season 1, and yeah, assists, let's make sure we get everything right here, so just going to use my normal assist as I use normally. I've made a few changes, you know, to everything, so, yeah, obviously, Racing Point's just a story mode, maybe about 8 hours long, so not the longest story mode. I think I've heard it's about 17 different events, possibly, of what I've read, so, you know, 17 different little story arcs, you know, but regardless, you know, let's see what this is all about. I haven't actually watched any of the gameplay from the YouTubers this year. I've actually completely avoided it, so I actually am witnessing this for the very first time, just like you guys are, hopefully, and seeing it. So yeah, so far looks very good.
That's right.
I believe we're Jaden Axon, if I'm correct.
The atmosphere here is electric, and we couldn't have asked for a better finish to the F2 season here in Abu Dhabi.
Pretty nice cinematics, not gonna lie. Pretty sweet. As we now cut into the game.
Hey Aiden, you're doing great. Keep focused. You know what to do. Copy that.
So here we go then. First race on the game. What's our objective? Alright. Finish first to win the F2 Championship. Okay, that hopefully is doable. Let's see. So we're in P4. Only got to get first. So it's only 3 positions up the road. So, and we've got about 3 laps to do it. So we've got past City Camera and Latifi here by the looks of it. We will get a DRS. Then DRS wide open. Obviously not sure how powerful it will be. Can we get City Camera on this lap as we sort of weave a little bit? F2 cars feel quite different actually compared to last year. Not sure whether these are 2019 F2 cars or 2020. As we just sort of tuck in Raghufen's slipstream and take him. I'm gonna have a look at the wheel camber or whatever, you know, the wheel structure, see. So next up is Latifi, and then Giotto is in P1, so got past them two. So as soon as we caught Latifi, it's pretty simple, bit of a gap, about second, and yeah, just catch Giotto, overtake him, and we've won the F2 Championship. So obviously not too hard. Oh, small spin. Yeah, curbs are quite violent this year. You really have to be careful of the way you're attacking them, I'm finding out. Especially those sausage curbs, they're really violent. Which is good actually, I guess it's like real life more.
The gap to the car behind is 1.8 seconds.
You gotta ride the curb in the correct way. Otherwise you do get burnt. Anyway, caught up to Latifi. Sorry for having to use a small flashback. down the inside, sorry, around the outside of Latifi there. Next up, Giotto, just got to get him,
Nice move. Good
and
job.
yeah. Then we've got the position. We've done our objective. Pretty easy, not gonna lie. Not too hard. Saying that, go for a small half spin. The F2 car, I'm not gonna lie, feels completely different, the 2019 one compared to last game. Feels like there's more, again, grip in the car, so you can probably feel like I'm lean on the tyre more, but at the same time feels like it will bite you more if you get it wrong. And I was saying that also last night in the F1 car, feels very similar. You know, you lean on the tyre more, so it feels like you've got more mechanical grip, and more grip on the tyres, but they will bite if you get it wrong. So I don't think we're going to be able to make a move on this straight. I think we're going to have to wait for the next one, but we should be able to close that gap up, hopefully. Small slide. Right, this is going to be so crucial to get the good exit, otherwise we're going to have to do it somewhere in this final sector. Okay, we're going to have to do it somewhere in this final sector. We're going to have to go for a bit of a lunge. See where we're... Not going to be able to do it through there. Or through here. I feel like we're running out of corners. Unless we can get an excellent run out of this corner. No, we can't. I'm just going to go for it. And we still lost. Okay, we failed. Do we get another shot? Really, I should have had that one easy. Okay, we do have another shot. Okay, right, we'll do it again. Second time lucky, as they say.
Okay, Aiden, you're doing
How did we
great.
fail?
Focused.
I think we just didn't focus enough. Right, let's focus a bit more, because we would have had them, I think, quite easy.
Behind is 2.6
I don't
seconds.
think we were about a second. I think a few mistakes crept in. So let's try and just be a bit more focused this time. Let's, you know, get the job done. No mucking around here. So Seti Cameron, you're up first for me. So I'm gonna try and pass Seti Cameron on this straight this time, rather on the next. Again, bit of a power slide out of that corner, not gonna help. 4/10 back. Okay, this time not going to be able to make a move on Seti Cameron on this straight, but Ragagoofan's out of the way this time. Right, this was good exit. Go to the right. Can we get Seti Cameron round the outside? We go down into turn, I think 16, or into the triple chicane. Alright. 1.8 to Latifi. It's already down to a second, practically. again. What is it with we drifting out wide there? Again, done that mistake a few times where we've just drifted out wide. But you can see, at least I'm demonstrating how realistic the game is these days. You know, where you get too greedy, you're going to be punished. I suppose.
Car gap behind is 1.6 seconds.
Have we got any floor damage? No, not quite, but I don't think we have. That was a bit of a
Okay, good work. Great
clumsy move. Full race update.
pass. Second place. You're in second place. Giotto is ahead of you.
I don't know why I'm
Car in
asking
front
for a full
is
race update.
1.8 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Latifi is behind you. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap.
Alright, let's focus. Let's get Giotto then here. Got 1.8 gap. Gonna drive this next lap like a champion.
This is your final lap of the race.
Oh no! Giotto went so slow through there that in a way affected me. So again, it's gonna come down to, oh, why does it have to come down to this final sector? Why? I'd just prefer to get the move done. Rather than having to wait. Oh, for crying out loud, mate. Go so slow, Jesus. Alright, son. No damage, but... Oh, no! For crying out loud. That is annoying. I'm just gonna use a flashback. So long we don't get onto that curb, just power the car out. There we go. Down the inside. Mate. A bit dirty, but, you know, I'll take it. I'm not gonna just wait, you know, no offense on, you know, waiting and waiting. That's a bit annoying about that, because literally, when I slowed my car down, I was just wanting him to go, and he just wouldn't get on the power. Then I took a bit too much curb, that drifted me out. Yeah, not, yeah. Anyway, we'll just watch the, you know.
And here he is, the man of the moment. Aiden Jackson.
An amazing race and a fantastic win for this incredible driver.
Indeed. After this, I guarantee that Jackson will be the hot topic in more than a few upcoming F1 team meetings. The future's definitely bright for this young driver.
So, Australia then, chapter 1. Then. Right, let's advance to Australia.
Aiden, now you've made the leap to Formula One, no surprise to anyone who's been watching your career. How does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your first race?
To be honest with you, Will, it hasn't really quite sunk in yet. The team has given me a fantastic opportunity. It's a once-in-a-lifetime, a dream come true. So, to answer your question, I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes, you know? I've even had to pinch myself a couple of times. So, yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. But out on the track, the speed, the noise, even the smell, it's all the same. I just hope my driving is too.
And what about Casper Ackerman? Are you intimidated at all having such a seasoned and experienced driver as your first teammate in Formula One? How's that relationship coming along?
I've always looked up to Casper as someone to aspire to. Growing up as a kid, his pictures all over my bedroom walls, you know? The dream was always to be Casper. But, as it turns out, I'll be racing alongside Casper, which is good enough for me. I get to learn from the best. Besides, every legend has to start somewhere, right?
Aiden, just wondering if we can get your reaction to the obvious comparisons that are being made between you and another F1 driver. Much like you, he made the transition from F2 to F1 last season. What do you say to the press here, and to your fans, who are calling you the new Devon Butler?
The new Devon Butler. I'm alright with that. Does that mean we can lose the old one?
You come over well. They like you. I don't know what you were worried about.
Thanks.
You know, everything's going to be fine out there today. I just know it. Just do what you did in F2. Easy.
Thanks, Brian. I won't let you down.
So that is Brian by the looks of it. Nice cutscenes. Again, the animations are really good, actually. I'm not gonna lie, so far. I really like it, you know, the story so far. Feels a bit like The Journey, if that makes sense. If you ever played The Journey FIFA, it's very much like that. So right, over here we've got TV. This is very much like F1 2011 sort of style, because I remember we had a driver room by the looks of it, and got one here. Oh, we've got a call. Alright, let's accept that. It's Brian, not sure why he's phoning me.
Aiden, are you in your room?
Oh, hey Brian. Yeah, I'm in my room.
Good. Well, have a look around. I hope you like it. Should be everything you need in there. News feeds, social media. It's hooked up to the lot. Just do me a favour, eh?
Go on.
Make sure you check your emails. I think there's a message in there for you.
Oh, right. Thanks, Brian.
Take a breather, do what you need to do, and I'll see you before the race.
Nice one.
So, oh, got another phone call. Here we go. This time it's apparently from Mum, Jaden,
Hello, love.
Axon's
How's
mum.
it going?
All right, Ma. Yeah, it's going all right. Just getting ready.
I saw your interview.
And?
You need a haircut.
All right. Well, thanks, I guess.
But aside from that, You were great. I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
I know, Ma. Thanks.
I wish I could be out there with you. This is everything you've worked towards.
Yeah, I know, but you'll be at the next one.
Just do what you do, and everything will be great.
Thanks, Ma.
And remember, mirror signal maneuver. And always stick to the speed limit.
Great advice. I'm all over it.
I know you are, love. I'll speak to you later. Good luck.
Bye.
Wow, that was quite cool. Must say, quite a funny bit, mirror signal maneuver, obviously. Cool history, okay, fair enough. Okay, so you've actually got transcripts of the actual call you've just had. That's quite nice. What cinematics? Okay, that's cool. I think you can play the cinematics again if you want to watch them again. Rewards, not really sure what that is. Okay, it's just rewards. Right, let's have a look at some of the stuff. So you got a TV, obviously the news. Obviously, it's time for F1 2020. Apparently. So yeah, just a general news headline, introduction, I imagine. Then obviously, again, a bit like 2011. I remember them news articles when they said, can anyone match Vettel or whatever, or beat Vettel. Similar thing here, Hamilton set for a potential title tie. You know, sort of living up, you know, then again, just to think about us, you know, about us being a new driver on the grid. And then obviously you got news about the upcoming Grand Prix and trackside and all that. Yeah, so quite nice. F1 obviously related, that is. And right, then we got some social, by the looks of it, social media. Not really sure how this works. So yeah, apparently we got 30.5k followers. Hopefully we can get that up. You know, but yeah, we got email from Jimmy Broadbent. That's nice. You know, also Arava. Is it too early to call it for Mercedes? Yeah. Fair enough. Looks good. Emails, let's have a quick read of these. So obviously Otmar Stefner, just, you know, basically introducing us to the team. The title says it's all really pleased to have you with us, but then you know that already. Anything you need, just ask Brian. He's your liaison, and anything he tells you to do, just treat it like it comes from me. Looking forward to the season. I'll see you in the briefing. Okay, that's a nice introduction. Then we got, by the looks of it, someone called Jeff Nelson. I take he's, you know, he's just our race engineer. Quite nice. Just telling us to, you know, basically be careful, turns 5 and 9. Fair enough. And we got an email from Casper Akerman. Yeah, fair enough. Pretty brief email just saying, hi, I noticed you left paperwork on desk. I, you know, basically handled it to your PA. Yeah, fair enough. Right, let's see then. Let's go to the race, see what it is. So, chapter 1. World is watching with high expectations. Zarecki appears to be holding his own. He's maiden race in Melbourne with possibility of a points finish. He keeps focused on the race in front of him, and we're going to be mid-race Australian Grand Prix. go. Let's see. So let's see what this is all about. Let's see what's gonna happen. What's the story mode here? Yeah, let's see. Let's get into it. So 9 laps remaining.
Start, Aiden. Let's try and push it further.
Copy that. Where's Casper?
Ease up ahead. Let's try and bring you two closer together. Okay, gap ahead is 1.5 seconds.
So, right. Take it, hopefully our tyres aren't too done. Nope, they're fresh. Fresh as a beetle. First up, gotta catch Ricardo. Catch Ricardo. And, yeah.
Casper's in P10 at the moment.
I've spun already.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race. You're 4 places down on Casper. Casper's in P10 at the moment.
So, yeah, right now we're gaining actually quite nicely on Casper, our teammate, allegedly, who's 10th. Out gaining quite nicely on Ricardo here. Who's having to lap George Russell, and well, I think this is... oh no, this is actually for a position, so... alright, even I'm gonna have to get past George here, if we want the position. So, gonna have to be a bit patient. Gonna try and get George here then, round the outside. And, can we get him? Indeed we can, and there we go. That's the position. But we've lost a little bit of time to Casper. In terms of catching cars, I'm not going to lie, it's a bit harder in this game, I feel. It's a bit harder just to catch up to drivers. I think that's probably because, you know, I was wondering, is it because we don't have the fuel modes anymore? you now only got one fuel mode.
Okay, the gap
Pretty late
behind
opening
is
DRS there.
1.8 seconds.
And yeah, gone for another spin. Really aren't. Well, it is a bit of a struggle with a new game right now. Not gonna lie. These cars feel very different. If you do get onto that grass, it will spin you automatically almost. A bit like 2010 actually. So you want to keep it on the grey stuff, the tarmac, and that's where your reward is at. And so much understeer in the car. Can't stress actually how much understeer there was in the car here. Yeah, so much understeer, and literally car just went there because we were grazing the curb and whilst getting on the power. But shows how sensitive these cars are. I don't know whether they're more sensitive or less sensitive. In a way, it feels a bit of both. Probably more and less, if that makes sense. If that's even a thing where it feels like that. I think once you get to grips, it's probably going to feel nicer, the game, to drive than previous years again. But for now, it feels, I don't know, like it's a bit of both, like where, you know. Here we go then, on Ricardo, get the move done nice and early. Next up, Devon Butler.
Casper's in P10 at the moment.
So, got Casper. Every time I'm having to lift for that one corner, that's usually taken flat out. I don't know why. I know we're not running any setup. So, yeah. I love how the sparks that come off the cars over the curbs. I do feel I'm getting a bit more, every lap I'm doing, I do feel I'm getting a bit more better though on the game. Or a bit more understanding what the game requires from me and my driving. Which is only natural.
Casper now, Aiden. Good job.
What's happened? Oh! You didn't manage to complete the objective. Would you? Okay, right, we're gonna have to restart apparently. So wait, were we meant to get them cars in a certain period of time? I thought we had 9 laps. 9 laps remaining.
Aiden, let's try and push it further.
What? That don't make sense.
Copy that.
Okay, right.
Casper?
He's up ahead.
We'll try again anyway. It's always, I suppose, good to have a second shot. Okay, so we must catch Aikman before lap 11. Okay, right. So we're going to have to really focus then. Right, this time, no messing about. Just get on it. Do some qualifying style laps, hopefully. Catch Ricardo. Just try and let's do this.
Casper's in P10 at the moment.
Oh, that curb was violent. Just a little. Somehow we were managing to keep it on, but yeah, we in the end didn't. We were going to the barrier. I'm trying to push a little bit more now, just to see how far I can get just a little bit me as well. I feel last time we didn't push enough. So if we push a bit more, see what we can get a little bit more out of ourselves, that would be only a good thing. Can get. Turn 9 is feeling a lot more tricky in this game, not gonna lie. Feels a lot more like you got to be smooth on the throttle in some corners. Alright. Bit of a corner cut, but it's okay. I don't want to get delayed here, so we don't go for it. Actually, make sure get position nice straight away. Ricardo comes over to defend inside line. We will have Ricardo though.
Casper's in P10 at the moment.
Let's go. Let's try and make sure we make the most of this. We've got to remember catch Casper by lap 11. And we've only got around 3 laps to do that. And see Casper. Bit of a corner cut and a half. Almost before I didn't spin the car. Literally, really throwing the car side to side here.
Casper is a couple of places up on you.
So, got 2 more laps after this one. Should be able to do it this time around.
Casper now, Aiden. Good job.
Let's see. Coming in. Easy. Next up is Casper, so we've practically caught him now. We'll just make sure.
Casper is directly ahead of you.
Jesus Christ. Curbs are a lot more stringent in this game. Literally, you can hardly touch them. Or some of them. Like, you've got, like, right, in this game, you've got to ride them the correct way, or there's no way, I feel. It's almost like an auto spin. I'm not a big fan of that, I'm not gonna lie. The way it feels, you know, in terms of it almost been like an auto spin, it really isn't nice. I'm not trying to say the game isn't good, or anything. It is. So far I've enjoyed it. But I'm just not fat. Like, just look there, you know, tiny bit of curb. And, yeah. You're pretty much almost in a half spin. So, right, let's cut back to a cutscene.
There's still plenty of time for more drama. There certainly is, Crofty, and these two have been fighting each other incredibly hard so far.
Right, he's defending quite hard.
Over each other though, because Devon Butler is coming up from behind. He's on the attack too.
Aiden, Casper's not your priority. We need you to defend.
It's okay. I've got this.
Here comes Butler. 3 abreast going into turn 11. Oh, this can't work, and it doesn't. Ackerman's off onto the verge of what looks like damage as well.
Is he okay?
Okay, so made contact with our teammate.
Fine, he's heading for the pits now. You just concentrate on the race.
And there we have it. So I'm sure there's going to be fireworks in the Racing Point garage this evening. There will be, Crofty, for sure. Look, it was a late move from Devon Butler, but you never want to see two teammates make contact, and Ackerman will surely be seething at that one. Absolutely, and I tell you who else isn't going to be happy too. Aiden Jackson, not how his F1 race debut should have gone.
So, yeah, obviously not a great incident to have. Never couldn't say it was my fault. What's happened here?
Okay. Understood. See how well you can do out there. Copy.
So now the objective is to finish the race. So looks like we've got lucky. So we should be able to get, I'd say, Butler and Gasly here. So get points on our debut. So long the car's okay, yeah, it is. So long we can deliver decent pace, you know, points is easy. With what, 4 laps to go. Personally, that wasn't my fault. Obviously, it was obviously Butler's.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
That was clear in my view. Can't really blame me for that. Anyway, we'll try and, you know, get a bit of revenge, why not? You know, in actually, you know, hopefully oh, we're so close. Haven't lost our wing, have we? Please say we haven't. No, but we've got to be a bit more careful.
Good job, nice overtake.
We might be able to catch Norris if we've got a bit of pace here. We'll see. If we've got good pace in the car, might be able to catch Norris. You never know. But definitely could be, well, we'll be able to get past Devon. As we're getting close, we're gaining on Devon. As we go around the outside on Devon Butler, get the move done. Still there as we're having a bit of a scrap, and yeah, P9. Now, can we get any higher? Can we get maybe Norris P8? Probably going to be a bit more of an uphill battle, but
okay, you're in the top 10.
You never know.
Teammate by 27.6 seconds.
So apparently that's gap back to our teammate. So 2 laps we got if we want to catch, well 3 if we want to catch obviously Lando.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.2 seconds. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So Gasly's now past Butler, moving Butler outside the top 10. I'll get back also to them two is around 2 seconds. So that's good. Decent little gap. Across the line, 127. I don't think we got pace to catch Norris here. I think he's probably pitted and actually gone on a fresh set of mediums. So maybe he ran a bit long in this race. Because I feel like, but we're sort of matching his pace. Not, you know, defeating his pace or anything, but yeah. So a bit of an awkward one, this race, I'm not gonna lie, for us. Well, for the driver anyway, Jaden, or Jackson. Because obviously, one hand, we're on course to score debut points of 2. On another hand, obviously, he's made contact with his teammate. So I'm wondering how this is going to play out in the cutscenes afterwards. Are we going to get thanks, or are we going to get bollocking, basically? That's what I'm wondering.
This is your final lap.
In my opinion, we should. I'm not saying we should be thanked for scoring points, but you should reward or thank a driver. I think we've done well. Yeah. Still. So we're gonna end this race then. P2 and P9, 2 points. And yeah, quite happy with it. So Lewis Hamilton, I believe, wins. Yes, he does, as he does in real life, or would have probably in 2020, given he had the best car. So replicated here in the game. And we come home very wide to score our first points as Aiden Jackson. And I'm happy that it's a point finish. Obviously,
that's the end of the
yeah,
race.
We'll see what cutscene is. Yeah, so far I'm impressed with the cutscenes. They look fantastic. I'm sure many people have already said they look fantastic, but yeah, I can only agree that they indeed do look fantastic.
The top teams as ever continue to push the boundaries of the sport.
So,
it'll be interesting to
yeah,
see how the new Racing Point driver Aiden Jackson settles in, especially after that early incident involving his teammate.
Really satisfied.
Rivalry is born from less. Suffice to say, if you came into the 2020 season hoping for a bit of drama, it looks like you won't be disappointed.
Obviously, teammate looks highly disappointed with us, potentially.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight
Lewis
amongst the Mercedes team.
On the top step, Max second and Bottas third. So yeah, that was that. But the cutscenes do look so great, I will say. They just look fabulous. I can't stress how good they actually look, you know. They almost look real life. They don't look that bad, you know. They look certainly very stylish. Yeah. Not like what we had, you know, a few years ago when you had sort of like an introduction to F1. This is a lot more detailed. Like, look at the detailing of it all. Even the paddock, you know, is fantastic.
I don't know what happened out there. It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then? Who was the idiot behind the wheel of your car? Hmm? You're pathetic. You won't even admit when you made a mistake. How did they ever sign you?
Oh, Butler. Devon, I didn't see that.
What, like, out on the track today? You nearly took me out, mate.
Look, I don't know what happened. You cut in, I swerved. Next thing I knew, Casper was out.
Whoa. Mate, I was nothing to do with it. Whatever that was all on you. Don't be trying to pass the blame, because you haven't settled in yet.
Sorry, Aiden. Just bear with us one sec.
No problem.
So I presume we're in the media pen here.
You seem to find your feet quite quickly after you graduated from Formula 2. What advice would you give to Jackson in his first season?
Well, stay out of my way, mostly. And taking out your own teammate isn't something I would make a habit of.
Almost ready, Aiden. We're just checking audio levels.
Sure.
Seriously, Casper must be wondering what on earth Racing Point were thinking.
That's great. Thanks, Devon.
What a pillock of a driver Devon Butler is, hey? I could say a lot worse, but I'm not going to, because, yeah, but yeah, a bit of a pillock, I'd say is the right word to use for him. So, yeah, that's obviously one of the major news stories by the looks of it as well in the media, so we're really getting slandered here, you know, from,
Talk to me.
not just media, but also the driver of Casper and Aiden. I don't really like Casper. He seems a bit obnoxious, our first encounter.
About it at the debrief.
Right, yeah.
I was actually talking about your little running with Casper and Butler over in the paddock.
Oh, wow. News travels fast.
The paddock talks, Aiden. Besides, I've got ears like a hawk. Listen, Butler's a clown. The man's ego is bigger than a... No, I've got nothing. Don't give it a second thought.
Thanks, Brian.
But Casper? Yes, he can get a little hot-headed, especially after a race. But you have got to work with him. That maneuver today...
Wasn't my fault, Brian.
It probably cost us points. I'll level with you. A lot of people on the team are disappointed, Aiden. And I'll be saying as much to Casper. Now, learn from it and move on. But you can't let it happen again. I'll see you at the debrief.
So yeah, quite the diplomatic response in there from, obviously, Brian. And yeah, that's it then, I'm going to say, for today. Obviously, or for this episode, first episode of Breaking Point. I've enjoyed it, actually. Personally, so far, the cinematics are fabulous. In terms of the car handling, I'm still getting used to that. That's going to take me time. So bear with me on this. But, so far, yeah, you know, the cinematics are fantastic, I must say. You know, I really do like the cinematics of the game. And yeah, cannot wait to get on to the next chapter, of course. So, until next time, please subscribe, like and share this video. Have a great day.